The name's Leopold, and I'm proud to be head of this merry household. The finest students of music I've taught, and I also play fiddle in the Archbishop's court.
And I am a mother named Anna Marie. Taking care of the family is my chosen career. Surrounded by music and those I adore. Now tell me, could anyone ask for much more?
Hello, everyone. Nan Earl is my name. Being Wolfgang's sister is my claim to fame. I also love music and never get bored, for I spend hours playing my clavichord.
I'm the Mozart's canary. A lovable pet. I've been known to trip out a mean minuet. But as my dear friend Wolfgang would say, I do my best warbling in the key of Eddie.
I'm their canine companion, the name's Ben Pearl. I find through my growl to sound like a trill. When they hear me bark in my deep baritone, they all yell bravo and throw me a bone. It's my musician friends. They've just come along to join me tonight for an evening of song. Here's Shatner and friends. So glad you could come. Now let's prepare for some musical fun. Papa dear, I've written some music I want you to hear. Come now, Wolfgang, don't be absurd. That's the silliest thing I've ever heard.
Let's humor the child, I do think we should. My gracious, this music is really quite good.
It's a difficult piece, how can it be?
That's why it's called a concerto, you see. You must learn every note. It takes you day or night. Practice till you get it right.
It's a marvelous piece, a sight to behold.
And to think that my son's only 4 years old.
His son is a genius. I hereby proclaim that someday the world will remember his name.
It's very clear to see that he is quite a genius, everyone.
It's very clear to see that we have quite a genius for a son.
Who would have thought that only the little lad who's only 4 years old?
He's writing melodies that someday all the whole world will behold. He's only 4, but we are sure his name we'll all adore. Someday his fame we will proclaim, the world will know his name. It's very clear to see that he is quite a genius, everyone. It's very clear to see that they have quite a genius for a son. Who would have thought it of a little lad who's only 4 years old? He's writing melodies that someday all the whole world will behold. He's only 4, but we are sure his name we'll all adore. Someday his fame we will proclaim, the world will know his name. Now that Papa Mozart was an enterprising man, and so he came up with a marvelous plan. Thus a talented family soon left their abode with music in their hand took their short road. And as they journeyed to far-off places, the little mice hid their instrument cases. And since the curiosity could not be ignored, some even hid in his clavichord. The Mozarts played at the courts in all the great cities, entertaining the royals with their musical ditties. Their
Their travels brought them to Vienna one day, where at the Empress's palace they play.
I am Empress Maria Teresa, and I am here to greet you with some of my children who would like to meet you. Just one of their names you shall never forget, and that is my daughter, Marie Antoinette. And now, my dear Mozarts, we truly would love to witness this talent we've heard so much of.
In Salzburg, your family, now we must remain, in which that perhaps good fortune we'll gain.
But try as they may to make music ends meet, all of their efforts just met with defeat. So with his fame and his talents acclaimed far from home, Papa and Wolfgang departed for Rome. As they traveled through Italy on a grand concert tour, they were greeted with crowd cheering, "Encore, encore!" Did you think that the mice would let them go their own and risk missing out on some fine provolone? Well, just like the mice in Old Duckery Dock, our relative hid in a traveling clown. While dining in Rome, the mice had a ball, finding the city the grandest of all. So while in Rome, the mice had some, they did as rats do. They feasted on possum rolls or racket. Papa Mozart and Wolfgang found Italy a joy. There was so much to see for a growing young boy. Through the cities of Italy they traveled with glee, from Verona to Venice and then Tuscany. Between recitals and operas and concerts galore, Bologna was ambushed right into the tour. It was here in Bologna that Wolfgang took test to put many nagging questions to rest.
His reputation has brought him great fame, but is he really as gifted as others proclaim?
The question is simple and well understood. Do our member composer think that he's really that good? In a room we shall lock him so we can be sure he can write for part music to our special score. in Italy, and Italians they confer many honors to Wolfgang, including the Golden Spur. As bearer of the Golden Spur, his future seemed bright because now Mozart was considered a knight.
Everyone marveled at Wolfgang's success, but there's something I feel we must confess. While Wolfgang was writing his musical score, our relatives went out on a pig-out galore.
They went out of time and behaved just like mice, got their fill of boulder and village each slice, but the best laid of plants and mice of men did not have a happy end. Even though Wolfgang found Italy a blast, our relatives shouldn't eaten so fast. These pot-furry vermin who think with their belly got a bad tummy ache from too much vermicelli.
In the years that passed by, Mozart composed beautifully, but he remained for his church by CC. From city to city, he wandered around, but a lofty position was not to be found. The house where Glenn and pretty, both the good fortunes not meant to be. Finally, Vienna, he settled at last, hoping his problems were part of the past.
One happy event changed Wolfgang's life. Constanza Weber became Mozart's wife. He once been in love with her talented sister, but passed him for a much richer master. The mice heard the news, they cheered in delight. They dance and they sing and they party at night. So mice rejoiced with such revelation that they needed master mice registration. Resuscitation.
Now looks like try teaching students each day, but soon found out it just didn't pay. With unpaid bills and written letters, they were constantly running away from the debtors.
You wrote symphonies, operas, concertos, duets. Do you think we'd be able to pay off our debts?
It's classical, in fact, all Baroque. Seems musicians are always destined to be Baroque.
It's a classic situation, one that fills him with frustration. Wherever he goes, one thing he knows, musicians always triumphant tragedy marked his short story, but his musical legacy lives on in glory. It's over 200 years since this master is gone, but his beautiful music plays on and on.
Now a musical tribute we'd like to propose to this great musician that all the world knows. All the great-grandchildren, each nephew and niece, except poor Dizzy, who forgot his mouthpiece, have formed their master singers, and we stand proud and tall to give homage to Mozart, the greatest of all.